Howdy, Ken. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I've been going down the rabbit hole. How about
I-
you? What I've been going down rabbit hole all day today.
I'm a little upset. Actually, I'm upset with you. I heard you have a secret and you haven't been sharing it with me.
Yes,
What
yes.
is the secret to affiliate marketing? Because I know you are hiding it from me and the rest of the world.
I know. And in order for you guys to get the secret, got to join the backstage. Get your backstage pass to learn the secret. And the
Podcast
secret, yeah,
podcast over. That's the end. That's it.
that's the
That's a
end.
wrap.
Well, the secret is, Gary, that there is no secret.
I'm like, you're not doing us any favors here as far as kicking off this podcast. We've ended this podcast twice before we even got started. Like that's it. There's no secret. Carry on. Go out there and don't make any money because there is no
Uh,
secret. The
uh,
secret I will say is focus.
yes.
And the people that are listening on the podcast, thank you very much for listening as always. But do come over to the YouTube channel and check it out. You can see me and Ken and our smiling faces and me pointing at my focus sign because I truly believe that.
Yeah.
So focus on affiliate marketing, focus on dedication to the craft. Understand that there is a lot to learn and that you have to take the steps in order to learn them to see a result. Don't think that just because you watched a YouTube video and some clown, and yes, I said clown, came on and he says, you're going to make $3,000 in 2 minutes. You're not going to have to do any work. You're not going to have to create any content. You can just take somebody else's video and upload it to TikTok, and money is going to magically appear after you go over to ClickBank and get your hop link.
Yeah. And the secret is that what they tell you out there is not true. The secret that everyone's hiding from you when you watch these, and I'm going to use the air quotes again, or I'm going to use it. I did it on the backstage, but I'm going to use it here. The secret is that you have to understand that these guys aren't telling you the secret, the truth. The secret is the truth that we talk about every single week when we shoot our podcast, and that is and record our podcast is, it does take time. It does take hard work, and that's the secret. And it's kind of like it's like a bizarro. I feel like I'm in a bizarro world where what people see out there, maybe it's like the Matrix. It's like the Matrix. Let's use the Matrix, right? Where people are out there, and if you guys watch that movie, where the guy's sitting there and he's eating that steak, he goes, it looks like steak, it smells like steak, and he said, eats it, and he said, ignorance is bliss, right?
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss, and you could be out there, as Gary mentioned, you could be watching these YouTube videos and listening to these guys and gals tell you how easy it is to make money doing X, and that can't be further from the truth. The secret is that you need to find the strategy that works for you, and you need to stick with that strategy and implement that strategy. The secret is that this is not the laptop lifestyle living that most people say that it's going to be after 2 weeks of you trying something. That's the secret. It's kind of like in reverse. It's in reverse, because you would assume that people would think, oh, it's hard work, and the secret is buying this push button thing. Whereas the secret is that all the push button stuff that you guys are being spoon fed right now, that's the big lie. And the secret is that here's the truth. And you guys are, if you're listening to the podcast, you're watching this podcast on YouTube, we're speaking the truth each and every day. So you guys know what that secret is.
Yeah. If you want to make the kind of money online as an affiliate marketer that will allow you to date your boss's girlfriend, then you need to come to the reality of the simple fact that you got to put in a little bit of work.
Yeah,
You said 2 weeks. I'm like, that's a long time for a sales page. Like
it
most
is.
copywriters and product vendors, the products that we review over at Ken Furukawa Marketing and 30-minute marketing, they're not going to allow them to put on their 2 weeks because that's forever.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. That kills conversions.
Yeah, like 2 weeks. What are you
It's bad for
crazy?
business.
Like that's 14 days.
14 days too long. not for our
So,
customers.
you mentioned the X Files or the X Files. You mentioned the
Matrix.
Matrix. I would bring it back to the X Files, of course, the inspiration for the affiliate files, right? The secret is out there. The secret is out there. Okay, it's not hidden. Well, it may be hidden in plain sight because you don't want to
Yeah,
see it. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It's like because you're not open in your mind to the reality of what it takes to be an affiliate marketer. You know, dedication, focus, discipline. You know, dedication to the promotion,
yep,
dedication to the simple fact that you have to put in the work, learn the craft, learn the art, learn the science, right? Because there is art, there is science, there's all
yeah.
these different angles that you have to understand. Go back and listen to every episode. This is episode 39. Listen to all the episodes. So 38 episodes minus one because of the missing episode, but that's a different story. That's where the secret's hidden, right?
That's
In
the
that
secret.
missing
Yeah,
episode. Seriously, listen to the episodes and listen to what we say because that's the secret.
yeah. I just well, I mean, we did talk about I guess it depends on what the secret is though. The secret could be the secret of, you know, getting there faster. I think that's what a lot of people want to know is there is secret to getting there faster. And we talked about this in backstage. We talked about it. And I don't know if you want to talk about it, if you want to bring that up, but I know that there are, obviously people out there, and I think the whole intent is that maybe that it's not that big of a secret in terms of knowing that it takes work. I think the people like Gary had mentioned it's there in plain sight. I think people tend to ignore it because they want fast, they want quick, and unfortunately you can do things faster and quicker, but it comes at a price. Let's just say that. And I'm speaking both figuratively and literally. It comes at a price. So I think most people tend to, at least the ones that we deal with in our sphere of influence, people look for fast because they need the money. They want to make money very, very quickly. And that's to me where a lot of people need to really hear the secret of here's the secret. The secret is you need to learn how to generate traffic. That's like the secret. I mean, you talking about it in your channel, I talking about it on my channel. It's traffic.
Like, but people don't want to spend the time to do what they know is going to take them time to do.
Yeah.
It's like you don't
Yeah.
want to spend the time because you know it's going to take you time
Yeah.
to figure out how to actually really do it. And to bring that back to traffic, you would rather go buy another landing page builder, another email autoresponder that's probably a one-time price, or another training course that's going to show you the shortcut to everything except for the thing that you need to know,
Yeah.
right? Traffic. Traffic is the lifeblood. The truth about making money online is you need traffic.
Yeah.
And it's not just any traffic, it's targeted traffic. You need to understand that. And we talked about this in the podcast. So as you're going back and you're listening to all the podcasts, you're going to hear us talk about building relationships, getting finding that traffic, those people out there that are going to become your audience, building that relationship, being dedicated to building that relationship via high quality content that actually solves a problem for that audience that you're trying to find, that traffic that you're looking for so desperately to click on your link to buy your thing to make those big fat commissions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
And
can so you can date your boss's
buses.
girlfriend. It's
But and the ironic thing is, and we were joking about this earlier on backstage, and I'm going to just throw a little tidbit out there, a little crumb for you guys to consume on that one. Is when Gary was talking about the autoresponders and email marketing, and that kind of triggered that conversation that we had, and we're talking about because a lot of products that we review, they sell for $17 on the front end of the initial product, initial buy-in.
unless you mouse off the screen and you get a $5
Yeah,
coupon.
you get a $5 coupon. That's a little secret. That's another secret right
That's
there
a
for you
secret
guys.
right there.
That's a tip, secret, whatever. We do it when we evaluate products. We buy the product and we do that, and we get a nice fat discount off of the $17. But, Gary had mentioned it because, when you look at the tools that we use, which is a page builder, autoresponder, and that's pretty much it. Um, you know, he had mentioned the autoresponder and how people tend to buy these one-time fee autoresponders. And we were just kind of joking that people will buy it and then they'll go out and they'll buy other types of products for $17. And the autoresponder itself could cost you 17 bucks a month, but people don't want to spend the money on the $17. So you don't want to spend the $17 and invest in a real tool that's going to get you real results when you apply real strategies to generate real traffic, to get you real leads and real sales. Getting real here. Getting
It's
real.
it just it doesn't get any more real than
It doesn't get any more
as real as you just got. That's the secret. The secret is it's real here on the affiliate files. This is the truth, the real truth about making money online. And the simple matter of the fact is that's it. You when you hear the truth, you have to accept it as such, right? Because it just simply is the truth,
Yeah.
you know? And I think everyone knows it's the truth, but they enjoy. They enjoy the idea of thinking that, there's a shortcut out there. And here is a secret for you. Yes, there are shortcuts. 100% shortcuts exist. But you don't want to know what the big problem is? And the big problem that almost every single one of you that are listening right now or watching here on the YouTube channel, as soon as somebody gives you a shortcut, you're going to start looking for the shortcut of that shortcut.
Yeah.
And that, my friend, is the rabbit hole that leads you to never getting anything accomplished.
Yeah, that is so true because I have been there. I can't. I mean, we were joking about sales page copy and talking about how overhyped these pages are. Spider senses are tingling when I look at these things, and I know that it's wrong, but I try to put myself in my shoes prior to me understanding the truth. And that's the kind of stuff that I would look for, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, $17. I got to be one of the first to get in. I got to get this, and I got to start doing it right away." And that's it. This is it right here. This $17 is going to morph into $17 million in 17 seconds. You know, I'm on this thing of repeating the same thing. It's because we do the same thing over and over again.
That's a major secret in affiliate marketing,
Yeah,
saying the same thing over and over again,
yeah,
rinsing and repeating. And I'll take that into one of the most important affiliate marketing secrets that out there is more quality content. The more quality content that you create, the more you appear as an expert. And don't think more content means a bunch of different content because a lot of times you're just saying the same thing over again and again and again.
yep,
You're just doing it in reverse order or a different setting,
yep,
maybe talking about a different product that's really saying the same thing. You may be saying it over at Ken Furukawa Marketing. I may be saying it over at 30-minute marketing. And then we come right back here. We're saying it on the affiliate files. We're talking about it backstage. We're talking about it in our mastermind group. It's the same concept. How
yep,
do you make money as an affiliate marketer? You pick a niche, you identify the problem that group of people have in that niche. That is the niche. That group
yep,
of people that have a problem, that's a niche. You create content that solves that problem. Inside of that content leads them to your affiliate link to buy the product that you're an affiliate for. Big fat commissions.
yeah. And that's it. That is it. But the secret is doing it over and over and over again. But also too, while you're rinsing and repeating, to see if there's a way to tweak and improve upon that process or system that you created. And when you talk about just talking about the same thing over and over again, but in different ways, it's true. As creators ourselves, content creators, when we look at it, we think, oh, we're gonna say the same thing. I gotta say the same thing over and over again. People are not gonna like it. They're gonna be mad at me or whatever it is. But in reality, there's so much distraction and so much noise and so much content on the internet, especially in YouTube, that the chances of someone seeing the same thing over and over again from you, unless they are like just you're the only channel that they follow, which is highly unlikely, they're gonna see it in different formats, and they're basically gonna forget about it. And they're gonna, to me, that's what happens. And that's why I don't mind saying the same thing over and over again, because I know that new people are gonna be seeing it. Every single day, there are new people who are gonna be watching or reading your content. And you gotta keep repeating that message. You gotta keep repeating the message. And the ones who absorb it and it resonates with them, those are the ones that are gonna take that next step, that next level with you. And I think that's so important, because really, if you're going to be doing this long term, how many different ways can you tell people about affiliate marketing? I mean, if you go to any YouTube channel or any blog and you go through their content, you're going to see a pattern that maybe they talked about something 6 to 8 months ago, and then now they're bringing it back up again to the forefront.
It goes back to the way we do affiliate marketing by doing content marketing and then putting direct response into that content marketing by having a call to action and using that CTA, that call to action, to click the link and check out the product, and then adding bonuses and all that kind of stuff. But the point being that you're making quality content and then you improve upon how you make that content and the content itself. And then you just elaborate again and again and again, create more content. You become the expert and people keep coming back to you. I need you to think about your favorite YouTube channel, you know, that's an information based YouTube channel that you go there for the information about that specific topic. You're raising a vegan dog. You go to YouTube and you have that go-to channel for vegan dogs. You keep going back there because they're going to keep telling you how to make sure that your dog never eats a steak or a hot dog, because that's very important to you, right?
It's not
So
important to the dog, but
it's not important to the dog. It's important
who
to
cares
you.
about what the dog says, right?
This isn't a YouTube channel for the dog. It's a YouTube channel for the owner of the dog. Focus on your avatar, Ken. Focus
Okay.
on your avatar.
Dogs have
Don't get
feelings too, by the way.
don't get sidetracked, right? You got to focus on your audience.
Focus. Sorry, guys, it's a little distract. That's why Gary has that focus sign on there. It's not necessarily for you guys, but it's definitely for me. Definitely for me. But yeah, to me, we can talk about the secret all day long, and that word just gets tossed around so many times. But with just this influx of people wanting to learn how to make money online, and how to do affiliate marketing, we felt it was super important to address it, because this is kind of like the battle that we fight each and every day. And I liken it to putting on and I use this analogy all the time. I put my chainmail on, and I wade out into this pond that's piranha infested, and all these people are trying to learn how to make money, and I'm grabbing them, I'm pulling them out. Like, hey guys, this is not the place to be. That you need to go into this pond over here where it's nice and pristine. There's no piranhas out there. It's going to be a place where you can learn and you can grow and flourish. And the ironic thing is that people spend so much time and so much money chasing after this secret, that if they really buckled down and chose the path, and there's many different paths to do this, to learn how to generate traffic and to really sink your teeth into it, that all that time and money that you've wasted chasing after the secret, you would have had we would have developed already as a marketer. And that's the thing that I look back upon my journey and my perspective now, and I just kick myself. I'm like, man, you could have 3 years, you would have had 3 years already, 3 years more under your belt. Total of 6 years, you would have had that level of perspective. But that's the thing that everybody has to go through. It's unfortunate because we can tell you guys the secret and tell you guys the truth, but you have to come to that own conclusion yourself. And it's only through you actually taking the action and realizing that, oh wow, this doesn't work. Oh wow, what Gary and Ken have been saying is true, that this doesn't work. And I really gotta start focusing on what does. What we do and what other marketers inside our community do works. It works. It's working, but you got to put in the work. And that's the thing, is that don't be afraid of that, because if you're afraid of that, and I'm going to tell you right now, you got to go back to your job. Go back to your job and focus on doing that, because that will get you the steady paycheck and all these things that you need. This don't do it because all you're going to be doing is you're going to be sleeping on the couch when your wife finds out that you bought into some kind of coaching course, thinking that that was going to be the secret to you making all this money. So
You didn't implement the last 10 coaching courses that you
yeah,
bought.
yeah.
You walked around here talking about how much money you're gonna make, and then 2 days later, you're, looking for the other credit card, the emergency credit card,
Emergency. Yeah.
break break glass in case of emergency, you know? It's like, it's so true. Nose to the grindstone. Nobody wants to hear it,
Yeah.
you know? Everybody will hit that alarm clock, 6 o'clock every morning, get dressed and go to work to make that paycheck.
Yeah.
But then when it gets time to get off work and put the gr not grow that nose to the grindstone to build something that's your own, you don't have time. You don't have, the energy. You're too busy building it for somebody else,
Yeah.
because the secret to affiliate marketing is there's more than one way to do it, but success leaves clues.
Yeah.
That's the true secret. Look at somebody that's successful. Look at what they do, not necessarily listen to what they say all the time, but look at what they do
Yeah.
and just look at what makes them successful, reverse engineer it, and attack it from that angle.
Yeah.
So it is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a whole lot of experimenting, and that's going to take time and or money depending on the path you go. Because I know backstage we were talking about paid traffic versus quote unquote free traffic, or people like to call it organic, where
Mhm.
you just create a message and use social media.
Yeah.
There is something to be said for the fact that you can make money as an affiliate marketer for free by just putting your message out there and getting found. But when you get down to it, a lot of times that's just simply not the case to get to where you want to get, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't get there from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even as much as finding YouTube and doing the podcast has shown me and opened up so many, avenues and doors that weren't open before until I got serious and dedicated myself, found focus, and started creating content that people coming back to, and of course saying the same thing over and over again. But there is some reality that says if you want to go to the next level, the secret to that next level, even as an affiliate marketer, is something else.
Yeah.
So then I have to go find it, and then I have to repeat that same process that brought me to the level that I'm at. And we talk about this on the podcast, it being a journey and you leveling up. So
Yeah.
you can hit that level, right? You're climbing Mount Everest. You get to a certain point and you might be okay with that, right? You're like, I don't want to strap on the oxygen tank and keep going.
Yeah.
I'm good right here, right?
Yep. Yep. And we experience that daily in our mastermind group. Our coach goes through this, he's going through this journey, and it's just interesting to see how he talks about where he plateaus and what he's going to do to take it to the next level. We call that scaling up to the next level. And I just found it to be interesting. So, when you had mentioned, you know, um, finding a strategy that you like, maybe even finding a YouTuber or somebody, and kind of reverse engineering and not necessarily listening to the advice that they give, because that's part of the business, right? Of how they get the traffic.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to, like Gary said, just take a really macro or high level overview of what they're doing. So they make YouTube videos about content about X. This generates traffic, but they're going to have to do a lot of it, and in order to get them over to a specific offer. See, all the stuff that Gary was talking about earlier about the choosing a niche, identifying the problem, and then putting out the content. That's it. That really, to me, but it just depends, right? It depends on, there's so many different ways, I guess I want to say, and Gary had mentioned this earlier, that to make money, and you find the one that you like, and you got to reverse engineer it and take the time to figure out, okay, this is what they're doing, now I can do this on my own, to start off with and do the research. I think once you can realize that there are different ways to do it, and but it all starts off with, choosing a niche and then generating that traffic. Then to me, once you can generate the traffic, all the other stuff you can learn. All the other stuff is going to be down to simple tools and simple automation and things that you can learn easily. That to me is the easy part, is doing all the other fiddly stuff. The most difficult part that really kills a business before it even gets started is the inability to accept the truth and the inability to want to put in that hard work. That's the secret. That is the secret right there.
Yeah, the secret for sure is the hard work, but working on the things that make sense that you should be focused when you're doing that hard work on. So again, it goes back to, and I think the real secret, right? If you want the truth about making money online, and the secret to affiliate marketing is understanding traffic, understanding where traffic comes from, and then what to do with it once you find it and get it, right? And that comes back to your content and how to craft that content
Yeah.
to again address the problem, but not to, unfortunately, solve the problem for free, because that defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah.
As an affiliate, you have to remember and you have to understand the secret to affiliate marketing is getting people to your offer ready to buy,
Yeah.
ready and eager to click, because they know based upon your content that that product is the product for them. That is the one that solves their problem.
Yeah. And we talked about it earlier that even though this is a business, you're still dealing with people. And I think that that's important to understand as well, is that the secret is that when you look at these overly hyped sales pages, and they're gonna make you money in 2 steps and sometimes even in 1 step, just buy the product and you're gonna make money. You got to realize that at the other end of the transaction, the people that you're reaching, they're real people, they're real human beings. They're coming to you to because they feel that you are going to help them solve the problem or overcome a challenge or accomplish something. And I think that's important to understand, is that this is a real business and you have to treat it as such, that even though it's not a brick and mortar, the traditional brick and mortar business that you might find at your corner neighborhood supermarket, that it's still a business, that you're still dealing with people, human beings on the other end, and that you have to treat it seriously. Because I think that's kind of overlooked a lot, and we've talked about it in our podcast and earlier episodes, and I think people really need to focus on that when you come from an area or a place of value and that you're helping people. And I know it sounds cheesy. I know it sounds cheesy, but it works. And if you want to do something that's going to be long term, you want to eventually, quit your job, because you've built up that business over a number of years. This is the way to do it. Buying $17 products and not knowing how to generate traffic and only caring about making the money and spamming your family and friends is not how you build a business. It's not. It really isn't. You might as well just set up a corner stand, selling fruit or something at your corner neighborhood, and then pack up your van and go leave, because that's what you're basically doing. You know what I mean? It's not a permanent business.
If I had to summarize what is the secret to affiliate marketing, there's not one secret or the secret.
Yeah.
There's many secrets that you discover along the way, and they're not hidden. They typically just smack you in the face,
Yeah.
and they're given away 100% for free.
Yeah.
We talk about buying a course to learn affiliate marketing, and we both agree that yes, it's probably the best way to go because it's the way it's organized
Yeah.
and it gives you structure to follow.
Yeah.
So, to just summarize that again, it's like, what's the secret of affiliate marketing? The secret of affiliate marketing is understanding and learning. There's an art, there's a science. You got to learn all the pieces, you got to put it all together, and you have to be in it for the long term, and you have to understand you're building a real business. Because if it is a side hustle and you're just in and you're out, you're never going to get to that point where you're consistent enough to ever make enough money where you're going to feel like it's working.
Yeah.
Because, if you put in work, you want to see a return for that effort. So if you don't consistently put in the work, and I'd be like, even take it to the point of you'd be better off doing an hour a day every day
Yeah.
than doing 12 hours today and then not doing anything for 2 weeks and doing another 12 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not the same level of consistency that's required as far as getting the message out there. And I would take that to say that that doesn't matter whether you do free content or paid content,
Yeah.
because even with paid traffic, it has to be consistent.
Yeah.
The offer has to be out there. The message has to be out there in front of people repeatedly, consistently,
Yeah.
to get them to notice it, click it, buy it. Same with content like us doing the podcast, us doing YouTube, us, blogging, whatever, Quora, Facebook, Instagram, the TikTok. It doesn't matter. Consistency is probably the biggest secret.
Yeah.
But being consistent in the right things is probably even the bigger secret.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the secret. I think it's a bunch of secrets, and it all rolls up into the one big secret, which the truth about making money online and the secret to affiliate marketing is dedicating yourself to the task at hand and going to work and doing it.
Well said, Professor. Well said.
And with that, he's Ken Furukawa. I'm Gary Baker, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.